At Twin Cities Orthopedics, we believe that for every challenge, there is an answer. Grit, strength, focus, willpower. That's how we rise. That's how we win. Whatever is standing in front of your goal, we will take it down together. This is your victory. And you've earned it. At TCO, less pain is your gain.
Why is everything at Qdoba so good? Because we grill it, slice it, smash it, spice it, shred it, flip it, squeeze it, dip it, braise it, melt it, and saute it. Pour it, cook it, eat it, ate it. Roll it, cut it, mix it, roast it, press it, dice it, top it, smoke it, build it, salt it, pit it, scoop it, fresh it, toss it, and we do it in-house every day at Qdoba.
Driveway, sidewalk, or patio, Jensen Decorative Concrete has hundreds of colors and patterns to choose from. Call Jensen Decorative Concrete now through Wednesday and get free stamping with the purchase of a colored concrete project. 952-210-2692.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter with Edina Realty, and I'm here at Chaska High School with the varsity football team. I thought you might want to meet the captains. We are missing Ethan Perkins tonight, but let's meet the rest of the captains.
I'm Reese Turner, and I play running back. I'm Leo Smalley, I play right guard and defensive end.
I'm Caleb Rector, and I play left guard and defensive tackle. I'm Andrew Schaefer, and I play slot and tight end.
Just like the Chaska football team, the Rome real estate team is built on a tradition of excellence and hard work. So I hope you enjoy the games this year. Let's cheer on our Hawks and have a great season. Soar Hawks.
From a 54-degree, blustery, rainy night here at Chaska Stadium, we are getting ready to play football on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Ryan Paul back with you here for week number 4 of the State High School League football season here in Minnesota. Joined tonight by the special guest, longtime CHBN contributor and former Chaska and Chanhassen newspaper sports reporter Eric Kraushar, sports editor. Eric, thank you so much for braving the elements up here tonight. I know it's not exactly perfect conditions to be calling a football game.
You know, I think I was on sidelines for 17 years, and I can count on my hand how many times we had rain like this. So, and it's not terrible, but it's enough of a nuisance right now.
We're playing football. Sorry we came to you a little late. Got some things to iron out up here above the press box. Krause boots it deep for Chaska, who gives the ball to Waconia to start the game, and they'll take the ball right around the 20-yard line. Waconia and Chaska both coming in 2-1 on the year, Eric. District rivals, obviously, Carver County rivals, and they'll come into this one firing tonight. Obviously, we're not going to see a lot of passing. Neither team throws the ball a lot at all. We know that. And very consistent rain, as I'm sure you can see on your screen. Winds blowing 15 miles an hour from right to left. That's south to north. And, yeah, it's going to be a wet one here tonight. Thankfully, artificial turf for the sake of Mom's laundry machine. But we're playing football. It's not pleasant, but it's football weather.
Hey, a couple years ago, we would have taken this, right?
For sure. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, definitely better sized crowd. Glad you've tuned in wherever you're watching. If it's your first time, welcome. Once again, Ryan, Paul, and Eric Kraushar with you here. Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Watch CHBN.com. Free to watch all home Chaska football games, select volleyball games, and a slew of other sports coming to you this winter and spring. Waconia starts with the ball. It's McAnally taking the shotgun snap. McAnally, Eric will say his name a lot tonight. That's Max McAnally, a 5'10 junior. He's an all-world wrestler, basically. He's a national champion, a state champion, and he knows how to run the football.
Yeah, I mean, this is his 4th year on varsity, 45 career touchdowns, I think I counted. And so he's one of the guys that they're going to want the ball in his hands as much as they can. And, 3rd and 8, that's the type of a down and distance that Chaska wants this offense in.
This is Austin Randall, who gets to start at quarterback for Waconia for the 4th week in a row, and he completes over the middle to number 13. That's Mitchell Rakoff. Waconia moves the chains for the first time tonight, and Waconia completes their first pass for first down.
Yeah, I mean, I think you see early on, Waconia says, okay, we're going to have to throw the ball sometimes, right? You get in that 3rd and 8, and you can't expect to run the ball and get a first down every single time. So they put the ball in the hands of their quarterback, second-year quarterback, and made a nice throw.
Rain picked up significantly about 15 minutes before kickoff. Wind has also become a little bit more significant. Waconia will go jet sweep here. Hand off to Alex Riley up the left side. Riley breaks free, and Riley's loose across midfield. Riley to the 40. Riley up the sideline. He's finally pushed out of bounds by Chaska's Andrew Schaefer, but a big play from the Wildcats on first down.
Yeah, I mean, all the attention's on McAnally, but Alex Riley has been in this offense for the past couple years as well, and so he gives that 1-2 punch with McAnally. And, I think that's the big thing with Waconia is their specialty guys, their quarterback, their top 2 running backs, their tight end, they're all back from last year, whereas we'll get to Chaska on the offensive side. There's a bunch of new guys in those positions.
Riley, the 5'11 senior, gets to start at wide receiver, but took the jet sweep for a big gainer there. 1st and 10 inside the Chaska territory for the first time tonight. We have a false start coming here from the aforementioned Riley. He was set in the offset eye and jumped a little early. It'll back Waconia up 5 yards.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for Chaska to reset themselves here, too. They got a new lineman in, and, 1st and 15, this is your chance to hold them to turnover on downs with 4 plays here.
Not going to be much kicking tonight, we don't anticipate, given the conditions. Waconia is going into the wind right now. Just under 2 minutes in here. Sorry we don't have a clock on screen for you tonight. That's just one of the sacrifices we have to make with the conditions tonight. Get into that a little bit later. McAnally direct snap here. He's chased down to the backfield. That's number 36, Josh Wadle, who makes the initial stop, and McAnally broke free, got it back to the original line. And it's a gain of 5 off a broken play for Max McAnally.
Yeah, somehow he kept his knee off the ground and was able to keep chugging.
Stoppage on the field. I believe we'll be having a conversation here about something. The officials are congregating at the 35-yard line, far hash.
They could be talking, did anybody see his knee down or anything? That would be my guess.
Obviously no instant replay here for the officials.
Oh, they are going to spot it.
And
they are going to spot it back to where.
We're going to move the ball back.
Yep. Great job, Brett.
Brett Johnson, producer, whistling in, saying that he was down. We don't. Once again, we don't have our monitor up here tonight just because of the rain. So Brett's downstairs and will be coming to us through our ear.
And note that we did not pass that replay on to the officials. The 3 of them got together and said, "Hey, what did you see?" And apparently they got the call right.
9:32 to go. Back after the loss of 2. McAnally takes the handoff near side here up to the 30-yard line. And he stumbled down there. Brings up 3rd and long for Waconia. After the big play, they stall out here, at least temporarily.
Yeah, and I mean, I think you're sitting there 2nd and 17 or whatever it was, and you think, okay, that's a passing down. But Waconia said, hey, we still got 3 plays to get 17. They get back 6 on that play. Now they got 2 plays to go 11 yards.
You've also got Max McAnally in the backfield who has 600 yards through 4 games, or 3 games rather. So a weapon, no doubt, slippery, especially in these conditions. McAnally in the backfield here as Randall splits out far side. Man in motion, handoff, Riley off tackle, and he's swallowed up there by the Chaska defense. Big play made by Peter Schmitz.
Yeah, it was a
for
great
Chaska.
Play. Great play, filled the gap real nice there, and 1 yard, 4th and 10. Now you're definitely looking in a passing situation for Waconia here.
Austin Randall's thrown the ball 46 times coming into tonight. 58% on the year, 27 completions. 199 and 2 scores. Does have 3 interceptions, though, so not exactly a dominant passing game for either team here tonight. We'll get into Chaska's side of the football when they take over on offense. But 4th and long here for Waconia in the meantime. McAnally offset to Randall in the backfield. They'll throw. Randall steps up over the middle, incomplete, overthrew his target. Was looking for number 15, Tanner Schmidt. Threw it a couple yards over his head, and Chaska holds after allowing the big gain by Riley. Penalty set Waconia back, and Chaska offense will get their first shot after coming out unscathed.
Yeah, I mean, really that one piece back in the back end for Chaska defensively. Miles Myler was in great position, so if that ball is thrown a little shorter, he knocks it down with his left hand. So that's a big start. I mean, Waconia, had some good plays, but that's Chaska's defense kind of over the last 10 years is maybe give up some yards sometime, but they get tighter as they get deeper into the field.
Jamarius Courtney didn't have a chance to say his name before they went deep, and Jamarius Courtney, who's the new look quarterback for Chaska this year after transferring in from Benilde St. Margaret, he comes in to tonight with the leading rushing title on this Chaska team through 3 games, almost 300 yards through 3, 5 touchdowns, has 45% completion percentage through the air, and coming off a 4 touchdown game in Benilde.
Yeah, he's big and athletic, strong arm, and I think on that play he forgot he was throwing with the wind, and he really zipped it out there.
It's a good-looking ball up the sideline. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion for Jamie Susner's offense. They'll go option. Handoff taken up the middle by number 5. That's Reese Turner. Chaska's number 1 running back tonight. Reese Turner. Worth noting that Carson Atterbury is out tonight on the perimeter. Arm injury, so we won't be seeing him tonight. Wish him all the best in his recovery. Wicker splits out wide on the near side for Chaska. Courtney has Turner in the backfield with him. 7:15 to go, first quarter. Adam Wolf calling an audible from the sideline. Turner splits out wide right now. Chaska rolls out, complete. Andrew Schaefer, the big tight end for Chaska, up across the 45. It moves the sticks, and the Hawks have their first down of the night.
Yeah, just a nice little easy play. I mean, Andrew Schaefer, as I alluded to before, there's not anybody else in that specialty game back for Chaska except for Schaefer, who's kind of that 3rd option last year as a tight end, kind of split end there. And so he started off on the left side, kind of just cleared to the right and wide open, no linebacker to cover him.
1st and 10, 45-yard line for Chaska. Courtney in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle. This one's going nowhere, though. Turner maybe gained a yard, but was swallowed up there by the Waconia front.
Yeah, and Anders Rodney, number 99, just another big guy for Waconia that played a lot the last couple years.
6'1", 200 he's listed at. I'd say is maybe a little bit bigger than that.
Those shoulder pads, man, they make you look a little bigger sometimes, right?
Senior in number 99 for White. 2nd and 9, we'll say, after the 1-yard gain. Chaska goes 2 wide, 1 in the slot, or 1 in the tight end position, rather. Courtney keeps off the fake, bounces off a tackle, up across midfield, into Waconia territory to the 40 and gains a couple more. First down for Jamarius Courtney, Eric. We talked about McAnally being slippery. Jamarius Courtney showed some ability there.
Yeah, I mean, I think with Chaska, they kind of have Reese Turner, who kind of is that, the bowling ball, kind of just goes right up the middle, gets as many yards as he can. Jamarius has a little bit of, bounce to his step there. There he shut a tackle right at the line of scrimmage and never really got to full speed, but still made it almost 11-yard gain.
5.5 to go, first quarter. This one moving right along. Option, handoff for Turner, and the ball was muffed, and it's Waconia ball.
Look who gets it.
Maxwell McAnally recovers.
Our number 2.
Your guy.
Everybody said that, he's a both ways guy. I'm sure he probably punts too. But, he just at the right spot at the right time. He's usually in the defensive backfield, but he came up on that play and didn't see like anybody stripped. It looked like just a handoff thing. And I know that's something the coaches talked about that they really struggled last week with was the snap and the handoff. And they said they can't make mistakes against a team like this. They were able to get away with it last week against Benilde, but not tonight.
Wet conditions not going to help the operation in that aspect either. Man in motion is Schmidt. Handoff, McAnally. McAnally bounces past the first line up to the 48-yard line where he's brought down by Butler for Chaska.
Yeah, I mean, when it's wet out, you have to have two hands on the ball, and you really have to make sure you stick that ball into that spot. You can't just give a half handoff. It has to be in that one spot for him to bury it.
Corey Shea, the head coach for Waconia, obviously has some talent in that backfield. It's going to be interesting to see how he uses it tonight, obviously. McAnally comes in 99 carries for 599 yards through 3 games. He's got 8 touchdowns already in this season. Had four in the Robbinsdale-Armstrong game a couple weeks ago. 2nd and 4 here for the Wildcats. Handoff up the middle. This is Riley. Riley scampers with some speed up across midfield to the 45, and he's finally hit hard there, but it's a moving of the chains for Waconia. And Chaska's defense looking a little bit wary here up on the first couple plays of the game. That run defense a little bit loopy so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think Waconia here has gone up the middle a little bit. Early, the first drive they were trying to bounce it offside a little bit, so they might have found something between the guards here.
.406 to go, first quarter. Oh, operation mistake in the backfield, and the broken play ends up gaining a couple for Waconia. That was 3 bodies running right into each other. A little miscommunication there for the Wildcats. Broken play brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, Mason Bach's lucky that was Alex Riley he ran into and not Max McAnally, because he would have lost that one.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, that's sometimes when you run this Wildcat, the moving parts don't work all the time.
3:30 to go, first quarter. Still no score. Both teams have had the ball. 2 turnover on downs for Waconia and a fumble. Awkward snap. McAnally takes the handoff from Randall, and he fights his way up across the 40, right to the 40. It'll bring up 3rd and manageable for Waconia here. We'll see what Coach Shea decides to go with.
Yeah, they marked him back a couple yards short of where he ended up. Must have seen the butt hit the ground. This is another big play for the Chaska defense. You get inside the 40 here, and you want to tighten up a little bit and make Waconia make the decision of punting it or going for it on 4th down.
Rain has lightened up. The flag on the north side of the stadium still gusting. Say it's actively raining anymore.
No, that's good.
Chaska students get loud on 3rd down. Motion, McAnally out to the left side, and he stopped short.
Yeah, great tackle.
Interesting design from Waconia. Nice tackle made out on the perimeter there by Chaska. Number 4, Butler.
I think it was actually whoever, number 9?
Noah Ellis.
Yeah. Jerseys rolled up in the front. Yeah. And Waconia will go for it here on 4th and 3, or at least maybe try to jump Chaska offsides.
Randall trotting back out from the sideline, got the play. See if Waconia tries to plunge up the middle, or if they just try to draw Chaska offside. It'll be McAnally taking the snap. Randall's to the near side. McAnally going to carry it. McAnally's loose. 1st down and more. Slides his way up to the 30-yard line, and old reliable for the Waconia Wildcats comes through.
Yeah, great seal block by number 99, Rodney, again. And, you give him that play, and he's got some time to find that right hole, right? And he picked a great spot, and they're down now to the 31-yard line.
Just over 90 seconds to go, first quarter. This one went by quickly. Not a lot of throwing here from either team. Waconia taking their time in the huddle.
Play clocks, of course, have failed already.
Yep. That's not the first thing that's failed tonight. But we're getting through. Want to give a big shout out to Brett Johnson, who's our, I would say now longtime producer for CHBN. Doing a great job underneath us here inside the press box. Want to thank Todd Grover for coming out and manning the camera. You're up here with us in the elements. Big shout out to Tony Schaefer and Michelle Schaefer as well for helping out with the touchdown club in the tent.
Yeah, I mean, we're fairly dry.
Yeah, this isn't bad up here.
A little breezy up here, but it's not bad.
Want to thank you as well, Eric, for coming out, filling in on short notice. I guess it wasn't short notice. I gave you a couple weeks, right? That's true. Mike Schmid off tonight. On dad duties, I'd presume. New dad.
Can't miss those moments.
2nd and 8. 30 seconds to go, first quarter. Handoff, Riley. Gain of 4.
The second line for the Chaska, the linebacker, is doing a great job of coming up and filling those holes. So they're limiting big plays right now.
Yeah, the Waconia running backs are getting through that first line. I mean, give credit the offensive line for Waconia as the first quarter comes to an end. The offensive line for Waconia is really pushing Chaska back. Gives us time to thank Five Guys. I'd like to give a big shout out to Ryan DeSalt and the team at Five Guys, located at Flying Cloud and Eden Prairie Center Drive in Eden Prairie. Five Guys provides their handcrafted burgers and fries to help feed our players during the season, and we know they really love that. Next time you're hungry, stop in a Five Guys. Hawks would also like to thank Unrestricted Marketing for their continued support. Unrestricted is a creative marketing fulfillment warehouse that will bring marketing minds and creative leaders together to create breakthrough campaigns for great companies, brands, and people. Visit www.unrestrictedmktg.com to see how they can help you. Also want to thank the folks at Caliber Collision, located at 1324 Crystal Lane in Chaska, for their support of Hawks football. 32 locations in the metro area, Caliber Collision is there to handle any of your collision repair needs. Visit www.calibercollision.com for a full menu of their services and locations. Floyd's Bar and Grill is the home of the best live patio music and dining. They're proud to support the 2022 Chaska football team. Stop in for a cool drink or delicious meal at Floyd's 7 days a week in downtown Victoria. Heartbreakers is the annual hotspot for Hawks football fans. I'm sure Heartbreakers is busy right now. Outstanding burgers and pizza. They have great drink specials as well. Located just across the street in the Chaska Commons. Get off the couch and stop by after the game. Enjoy some delicious food and beverages on the patio. And yes, fire pit heaters will be turned on. Well, I'd hope so on a night like tonight.
Geez. Well, Ryan, I'll tell you, I had a little self-induced ding on the back of my vehicle and brought my vehicle to Caliber Collision, and looks like brand new, even though it's a 2015.
A ringing endorsement. So Waconia will move with the win now as we begin the second quarter of play. First 12 minutes went by in just 18 minutes of daytime.
As we expected.
Yep. McAnally in the backfield, has Riley with him. In motion comes Bach. McAnally will keep this one off the outside. Looked like there could have been a hold, but he's free. McAnally scampers inside up to the goal line. Touchdown untouched. Waconia scores first. McAnally, 31-yard score for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I mean, Chaska had a chance there on the outside, but you cannot take Max McAnally down by his feet. You got to wrap up around the waist. He got loose and kind of just followed his blockers and really untouched from 26 yards out.
So 10 seconds into the second quarter on the first play, Waconia scores. Max McAnally, I think, right around 30 yards for a touchdown. 6-0 here pending the extra point.
I'm going to give you a trivia question, Ryan.
Oh, dear.
That was Max McAnally's 46th career touchdown. How many of them have been against Chaska?
I will say, I'll go with 10. 2-point conversion good as Riley gets to the pylon, and Waconia elects not to kick, and they're up 8-0. How close was that?
You were exactly 10 off.
Okay.
He had never scored a touchdown against
right?
Chaska.
How did I not pull that stat?
I don't know, man. I just totaled it in the parking lot. 0 touchdowns in, let's see here, he played as a freshman. They did not play as a sophomore. Played twice as a junior. So in 3 career games, he had 0 touchdowns.
Wow. Huh.
That's a pretty good number.
Yeah,
there's a reason
very
why,
interesting.
There's a reason why 4 of the last 5 meetings have been shutouts.
Yep, for sure.
3 of them Chaska over Waconia.
Yeah, Chaska shut out Waconia twice last
year.
season,
Yep.
17-0 and 7-0. Ended Waconia's season.
Yep, 20-0 in the state championship 2019 season. So, and ironically, Waconia in 2018 shut out Chaska 17-0. So.
Yep. Yeah, these two teams are familiar with each other for sure. Definitely in football more than anything, just because of the district alignment. But Waconia now in the Metro West Conference, as we both well know, and we'll see them more in basketball, football, anything else. But
yeah, it's fantastic.
Growing community for sure, and it's nice to have that cross-county rival as well. Kind of renewed, I think, from back in the earlier days. Matson boots it for Waconia. Myler, the return man for Chaska. A big return up across the 35, and Myler puts Chaska in good field position to start out their second offensive possession.
Yeah, nice block by Austin Harmson, senior, on the right side there. Sprung him for another 10 to 12 yards. Anytime you can start darn near the 40-yard line, gives your offense a good chance.
Jamie Susner congregating with his offense here. Ball be starting out on the near hash.
I think as I saw in the first drive, using Courtney's legs, certainly something they want to do.
Wicker split out on the weak side. Courtney, handoff up the middle. Turner. He's stuffed after a gain of 4.
Yeah, that was a nice, hard, powerful run. Chaska's, got some very talented offensive linemen. It's been just trying to gel together. They've done a great job against, lesser opponents in Benilde and Bloomington Jefferson, but they really just couldn't sustain a lot of drives against Chanhassen. And so that's something that they just hope to continue to build on throughout the year.
Alex Riley, another guy that goes both ways in there on the tackle for Waconia. 2nd and 5, handoff, same play. Turner, nothing. Maybe a couple as he rolled forward after the initial contact.
Yeah, and this would have been the play, for the last 5 years where they would have, maybe last 3 or 4 years where they go to Wildcat and,
Power.
Spencer Getz or, Jack Doyle. Yeah, Steve O'Klotz would just, carry it for those last 2 yards. And I definitely see the quarterback probably taking the ball right here. Out of the shotgun, though.
Courtney 5 yards offset. He rolls out, throws, and just out of the reach. Schaefer was wide open for a first down and more, and the throw just led him a little bit too far. Not sure if the rain had something to do with that, but it's 4th and 2 now, and Chaska will bring out the punt team.
Yeah, they ran the same play, just opposite side as they got the first down last time, but this time he's thrown far side and just let him a little bit too much. It was just kind of one of those throws where you just kind of throw a dart instead of dropping back a little bit. And
Schaefer will punt into the wind. Walkie, this is blocked. Punt's blocked. McAnally gets his hands on it. Waconia recovers, and it'll be Waconia ball inside Chaska territory. Punt was blocked. Rodning was the one who initially got it. Got a piece of it. Then McAnally definitely had hands on it. Not sure who finally fell on the pigskin, but Waconia takes over after a special teams flaw from the Hawks.
Yeah, and that's tough because 20, 30 yards can make a running style offense stall out a lot easier. And so, Chaska's offense goes 3 and out, and now the defense, which was on the field for a good 6, 7, 8 minutes, is back out there.
Just under 2 minutes into the second quarter. Randall looking for a deep option and nearly picked off. It was looking for Riley in there to break it up for Chaska. Miles Myler.
Number 6.
Harmson, rather.
Yeah, Harmson. He's playing center field there, and the ball just hung up there in the wind, and just unfortunately hung up a little bit too much where the receiver Riley was able to kind of get up and break it up a little bit. It's where the offense becomes defense.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
And this is what you can do if you have a backfield like Waconia. It's all right to be in 2nd and 10 because you feel like you can get 5 yards a pop with these two.
2 in the backfield, and we have a whistle. This is delay game, yep. Play clocks are back running now. It seems to be a trend that, I don't know what.
That's a
Put
great
it back
job.
up 5 yards, yeah.
Hats off to athletic director, Anita Woodrow. I mean, I don't think Summer ever got them to. Once they were down, they were down.
Careful what you say.
Hey, now.
He's here.
He's here, so
building,
he's not
man.
listening.
Yep. Good to see John Summer supporting Hawks football, and obviously first-year athletic director Anita Woodrow doing a great job putting on the show tonight. Big shoes to fill. John Summer, a long-time athletic director here. Low snap, handoff to McAnally, and he's back up to the original line, gain of 5 or 6.
Yeah, when he's in that deep eye, I mean, he gets 6, but really he just ran for like
12 yards.
Like a 12-yard. Yeah, but like you alluded to, there's a lot of two-way players for Waconia. You know, not only in the specialty game, but up front as well. And so, but I mean, I think it's one of those things that you get used to it, right? And on a day like today, it's not going to affect you as much.
3rd and long, Chaska students making some noise. Handoff for Riley. McAnally doing the handoff here. And Riley's going to be close to the first down after a second burst. Gets up to the 40, the 39 we'll call it. Line's 38, and he's going to be short. So 4th and a couple feet for Waconia here.
Yeah, but that makes the decision to go for it very, very easy, right? And that's why, I mean, you think McAnally gets the ball as the quarterback, and okay, he's going to run, and they hand it off to Riley, right? 9 yards later, 3rd and 10 becomes a 4th and 1.
Chaska brings in some size up front. Rector and Smalley, the 2 senior captains in there on 4th and short here for Waconia. McAnally the call. Up the edge, first down. And yeah, it's going to be close, but they'll give him the first down. McAnally caught the edge just outside the numbers there, and they'll move the chains, will the Wildcats.
Yeah, just running behind big number 99. Alex Riley, 29, and 87 at tight end, and so they just went with the beef. By Harmson, but that's when you have 4th and 1.
$8:12 to go, second quarter. Option, McAnally with a full head of steam runs right over a defender. First down and more. First down. An impressive like that for McAnally. Boy, he
Of about 1 on the play. 2nd down and officially 11 yards to go.
And Waconia's probably 25 to 28.
Yeah, Waconia definitely dominating time of possession here in the second quarter. 8-0 to score. McAnally scored.
Alex Riley is the ball carrier, and I mean, he got hit at first contact and still fell forward for a couple yards. Another great opportunity here for Chaska to maybe hold him to a field goal or 3rd and 7.
Sorry if you lost us there on the audio for a second. That was my fault. Rookie here running the board up top without Brett.
Yeah, you probably didn't miss any of my great analysis.
Whistle here. We're going to say this is a false start against Waconia. Will back him up 5 yards.
Yeah, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 12 makes a big difference.
Linebacker was charging in from the Chaska secondary, probably caused somebody on the front line of Waconia to flinch. Wind still blowing here. Good crowd, though, as we said. Both student sections filled up, all things considered. Most of the bleachers in front of us pretty well covered. A lot of blankets and ponchos tonight. McAnally, sweep. Inside the 20.
One of these times they're probably going to throw to Riley out of that package.
Gillette the tackle for Chaska. Yeah, not sure how the conditions are on the field, but the rain has stopped, and it hasn't been raining for the last couple minutes. So
big play here for Chaska defense.
4th and 8. Randall in the backfield. They're going to throw. Randall hit as he throws, delivers at the 10-yard line. Mitchell Rykoff, the beneficiary. And it's a first down.
Boy, Randall had to hang in there because outside back was coming right in on him. Great throw, great catch. He held on to it, went to the ground, made sure he had it. Now they got 1st and 10 from the 10.
1st and goal. Yeah, right on the 10-yard line. 10 to snap it. McAnally once again in the red zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. McAnally just bouncing off would-be tacklers for 2 scores already here tonight.
Yeah, his kid's got strong legs, and like I said, if you go down low, which, I mean, hey, most of the time you want to try to, tackle a guy around his legs, but he's just too strong down there. You gotta almost get him around the waist.
Touchdown number 10 on the season for the Waconia senior. Through three games in a quarter and a half. Pretty impressive stuff. Tight formation in the backfield. 2 to the left of Randall. Riley handoff on the 2-point conversion.
Short.
This one no good. First one they got off the perimeter. Went up the middle off the same formation this time and unsuccessful. Gives us a chance to thank the Chaska Laundry Center, where a fresh, clean environment greets you as you walk in every time. The friendly attendants are there to assist you with all your laundry needs. For those of you that are busy, Chaska Laundry Center offers free pickup and delivery for all of your dry cleaning needs. Check out www.chaskalaundry.com for more information. The team at Patriot Exterior Solutions are skilled holiday lighting technicians who handle jobs both big and small. They've worked on a multitude of holiday lighting jobs, from single-family homes, large complexes, and business communities. You can trust them with your full-service holiday lighting this year. Twin Cities Orthopedics is trusted by some of the biggest names in sports, and they bring that same level of care to athletes of all ages here in our community. No injury is too small to walk into TCO's 8 orthopedic urgent care locations, 8 to 8, 7 days a week, including Waconia. TCOMN.com to learn more. Line drive kick right into the gut of Myler for Chaska. He had a good return last time. Gets up just ahead of the 30-yard line, where Chaska will take over. Still looking for their first points of the night. Not been an impressive showing so far for the Chaska offense.
Yeah, I mean, I watched Jamarius Courtney during that last defensive possession for Chaska. He was pacing up and down the sideline, hoping to get another chance to be out here, with good time left in the half. And 4:23 left, plenty of time on the 34. I think they have all three timeouts left. So they just got to get some momentum going here. You don't want to face those 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6s, trying to get into those 3rd and 2s again.
4:23 on the clock. Both teams with all their timeouts left. Handoff to Turner. Turner stopped after a couple. McAnally in there for Waconia, but it was 41 in white Braden Komarick on the initial stop.
Yeah, they tried a little something different there, Chaska. They had Xavier Harvey kind of lined up right behind the left guard and kind of like a fullback, but he was up further, and Turner ran right behind him.
Just under 4 to go in the first half. Shotgun, Courtney rolling out far side, looking for an option, and he just slipped and fell at the 30-yard line. Slipped and fell on the turf. It's wet, and he couldn't keep his footing. It's a loss of right around 10 yards, and it brings up 3rd and very long for Chaska.
Yeah, he was looking for Aiden Fontaine down the left sideline, and he was double covered, so smartly pulled it down, but as he tried to turn, lost his footing, and now Chaska and a 3rd and 14.
Turner in the backfield with Courtney, 3:06 to go. 3-step drop, Courtney has to step up, roll out near side. He's not going to get anywhere with this one. Tackled out of bounds. Nice pursuit play made by Waconia's 87, Bo Schmid.
Yeah, those defensive ends have, wreaked havoc here. He gets the sack before you had the blocked punt from the outside, and so.
4th and a country mile. Chaska will punt into the blustering wind. Rykoff will return. Now check that. It's actually Cameron Walkie who is back to return. And he lets the ball roll out of bounds at the 38-yard line or so.
Yeah, not a bad decision. I mean, you tried running up and catching that ball and, with being wet and stuff, so would not have been a good decision. You don't want to give Chaska a possession like that.
The Rome team has helped thousands of families expertly transition into a new home. Emily and Jan are known for their service, integrity, and results, and they partner with their clients to prepare, price, and sell their homes. Whether you're buying or selling, put the Rome team to work for you. It's raining again, Eric.
Yeah.
Raining hard. Hey, Brett, we'll go with the ads right away. Broken play after the bad snap. And Randall had nowhere to go. Recovered the original line, maybe lost a yard. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Waconia here, you're all right with going to half 14-0. So, I mean, I think you just try to not make any mistakes here, and Randall made a smart decision to not try to do anything too much, but just get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
Only 40 minutes past the hour. We are approaching what would be the 2-minute warning. 10 seconds to snap as Waconia comes up to the line. McAnally will keep. Direct snap. He bounces outside. Has no one in front of him. McAnally's loose, and he's finally contacted by Harmsen. But a big gain for McAnally once again. Stops the clock with 1:52 to go. Waconia another first down and into Chaska territory.
I mean, that's the thing, is you can be vanilla on offense and not try to make mistakes by just letting Max McAnally run, which is their offense. So, I mean, Waconia is in a great spot here to potentially add some more points before halftime.
They have the wind with them. It's blowing basically directly downfield right now. Haven't seen any kicking. They've gone for 2 on both their PATs. Riley gets the carry here on first down, bounces right off a tackle, and he steps out of bounds. Close to the line to gain. He's going to be short by a couple. Clock stops, though, as he did catch the sideline.
Yeah, 1:21 left. Ball on the 35. Might be a great time for Waconia to throw the ball downfield on this play. See if you can catch Chaska expecting to run on 2nd and 2.
Both teams with 3 timeouts left. Waconia will go 3 in the backfield again. 2 are split out wide near us. Timeout, Brian Dahl. Coach Dahl calls his first time out of the night with 1:21 to go here. 14-0 his team down. Waconia 2 touchdowns from Max McAnally, a successful extra point and a failed extra point. Hawks have yet to even really be close to having an opportunity to punch the ball in.
Yeah, I mean, they had that first drive where they got a first down, and they were on Waconia's side of the field, and unforced error really derailed that drive, and they've been 2 3 and out since.
Want to say thanks once again for tuning in here from a cold, rainy, miserable night from Chaska Stadium. We're thankful to have this canopy above us. Eric Kraushar, Ryan Paul with you. Watch CHBN.com. Chaska and Waconia in week number 4 of high school football here in the state of Minnesota. Brett Johnson down underneath on the controls. Todd Grover on the camera tonight for us. Thank everybody for their involvement. And for you for tuning in.
Yeah, I mean, I think we say this every year. The first 4 weeks of high school football go by really, really fast. You're sitting here and it's already the halfway point. And you're like, huh?
Yep.
It's 23rd? 23rd of September.
Second and short. Waconia's going to run it. Riley, first down. Riley inside the red zone, and Riley's finally out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Waconia runs the ball on second and short. Chaska still not able to defend it, and Wildcats stop the clock. 1:14 to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think back to the last couple years, and especially last year, McAnally was carrying the ball 30 times a game, and we're sitting there going, how does he do it every single game? Then goes and plays defense. Well, they're using Alex Riley a lot in this game, and they have throughout the season. And so it takes that wear and tear off of McAnally a little bit.
First and 10, 1:14 to go. McAnally pounding his way through the Chaska pile of bodies, and he gains about 4 or 5. Just under a minute to go here, first half. Waconia calls timeout. Gives us a chance to thank Swagelock of Minnesota, North Dakota, and Appleton. Proud supporters of Chaska Hawks football. At Swagelock, our fluid system solutions are designed to perform under pressure, just like our Hawks football teams. We wish Chaska Hawks football the best of luck this season. Your locally owned Qdoba Mexican Eats in Chaska is a proud supporter of the Chaska Hawks football team. Don't forget that guac and queso are free on every entree, unlike some of the other guys. Remember to join Qdoba Rewards as well. If you get free chips and queso when you do, stop in and order online, Qdoba.com or with the Qdoba app. I saw your tweet today.
What do you mean? I didn't even know. I got queso, but not.
I saw your tweet today, and I went to Qdoba.
I sure hope Reese Turner, captain Chaska, got guac on his burrito bowl.
I am not a guac guy on my burrito bowl, but I did get the queso today.
What kind of protein?
It was delicious. Chicken. Went with chicken today.
I use my Chaska Hawk card.
Use the Hawk card?
Absolutely.
Great. The $8 meal deal. Right?
$9.
Is it not? Oh, it's $9 now?
Well,
it's inflation.
Inflation.
It used to be $7. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, second and 7, under a minute to go, first half. Rain is picking up. McAnally doesn't care. He's up inside the 15 and just shy of the first down. It'll bring up third down with the clock running. Waconia probably content to let this run out a little bit.
Yeah, they're
going
in a
to
good
go
spot.
hurry up, but obviously ball's on the ground. Fortunately for McAnally, he fell right back on top of it. That was an awkward handoff there from Randall to McAnally. I don't think either of them really ever had it from snap to the time the ball hit the deck.
All right, well, coach is calling the quarterback over as the clock runs 22. He calls timeout. They face fourth down now, so with one more timeout left, if you pick up a first down, you can obviously call timeout. You can spike the ball. They got plenty of time with their Waconia here.
22 and a half left, first half. 2 McAnally touchdowns are the only scores of the game, except the Riley 2-point conversion on the first one. And Chaska, it's been a struggle so far for them offensively. But coming off of a big win in Benilde, last week. Big night for Courtney a week ago. The rain definitely proving to be a factor here tonight, though, as it picks up. Chaska band and cheerleaders, future cheerleaders and dance team members await their spotlight here at halftime. 22 seconds of game time away. Waconia has 4th and 4 first, though, Eric. What are you calling it for Coach Shea here?
Well, I think McAnally is usually a safe play, but I think they're keying on him, and so I think you're going to see Alex Riley off the right side behind, again, that big right side of their line. But also don't be surprised if there's a little maybe play action or something. I don't think they run out of the shotgun, but a little run pass option out of this too, maybe.
4th down. It's McAnally in the shotgun, Riley to his right. Option, Riley has it. Good seal off the edge, and nobody in front of Riley, who easily trots in for the touchdown.
Yeah, great block. Number 18 here, and Mason Bach.
Great seal off the edge by Bach. Made that touchdown possible. Chaska's corner was not even close to being able to make the play because of the excellent contain, and 16 seconds left. Waconia is about ready to go up 21-0. They'll go for 2, though, as they have both times tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they overloaded the left side and ran an option to the right, and it was really, like you said, one-on-one with the cornerback and wide receiver.
2 in motion, left to right. Randall has McAnally and Riley in the backfield with him. McAnally with Riley as a lead blocker. That was easy. 2 points, 22-0 Waconia. 16 seconds to go in the first half from Chaska Stadium. Hawks struggling here so far tonight in the elements, but still a whole half of football here tonight, Eric.
Yeah, I mean that's the one that that's the one that hurts, because you're down 14-0. That you with 4 minutes to go, they got the ball back, and you're hoping, okay, maybe we can put something together here, get within a score, and instead, they get sacked on 2nd down, sacked on 3rd down, and all of a sudden, Waconia is going back down and putting 8 more points on the board, and so, yeah, 22-0 on a day like today, it feels like an eternity, though. But I think halftime you make adjustments, and Chaska does receive the ball.
Yep. That's 16 seconds left. Waconia scores, and I mean they're going into the locker room with some momentum. Squib kick here, and it's muffed, and falling on it is
Xavier.
Harview
Yep.
for Chaska.
That's where they'll start 1st and 10.
Crowd thinning out a little bit here. I don't know if we're headed for the concession stand, but definitely some open bleacher seats here.
Oh, I think they're probably going to get hot chocolate, don't you think?
Yeah. I would too. Got to be close to in the 40s now, doesn't it?
The thing is, when it's cloudy like this, it doesn't really drop much, Ryan.
That's true. 54 still. I think it was 55 at kickoff.
You're just wet. You got a little damp, and then you chill down with the dampness.
Yeah, it's been a long day. 16 seconds left. Chaska will kneel and content to head to halftime. 22-0. The Waconia Wildcats have Chaska around their finger here in the first half of this community clash between Chaska and Waconia. We'll be right back with more from Chaska High School. You're watching Hawks football on CHBN.
At Twin Cities Orthopedics, we believe that for every challenge, there is an answer. Grit, strength, focus, willpower. That's how we rise. That's how we win. Whatever is standing in front of your goal, we will take it down together. This is your victory. And you've earned it. At TCO, less pain is your gain.
Why is everything at Qdoba so good? Because we grill it, slice it, smash it, spice it, shred it, flip it, squeeze it, dip it, braise it, melt it, and saute it. Pour it, cook it, eat it, ate it. Roll it, cut it, mix it, roast it, press it, dice it, top it, smoke it, build it, salt it, pit it, scoop it, fresh it, toss it, and we do it in-house every day at Qdoba.
Driveway, sidewalk, or patio, Jensen Decorative Concrete has hundreds of colors and patterns to choose from. Call Jensen Decorative Concrete now through Wednesday and get free stamping with the purchase of a colored concrete project. 952-210-2692.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter with Edina Realty, and I'm here at Chaska High School with the varsity football team. I thought you might want to meet the captains. We are missing Ethan Perkins tonight, but let's meet the rest of the captains.
I'm Reese Turner, and I play running back. I'm Leo Smalley, I play right guard and defensive end.
I'm Caleb Rector, and I play left guard and defensive tackle. I'm Andrew Schaefer, and I play slot and tight end.
Just like the Chaska football team, the Rome real estate team is built on a tradition of excellence and hard work. So I hope you enjoy the games this year. Let's cheer on our Hawks and have a great season. Soar Hawks!
At Twin Cities Orthopedics, we believe that for every challenge, there's an answer. Grit, strength, focus, willpower. That's how we rise. That's how we win. Whatever is standing in front of your goal, we will take it down together. This is your victory. And you've earned it. At TCO, less pain is your gain.
Why's everything at Qdoba so good? 'Cause we grill it, slice it, smash it, spice it, shred it, flip it, squeeze it, dip it, braise it, melt it, and saute it. Pour it, cook it, eat it, ate it. Roll it, cut it, mix it, roast it, press it, dice it, top it, smoke it, build it, salt it, pit it, scoop it, fresh it, toss it, and we do it in-house every day at Qdoba.
Back at Chaska High School, 22-0 Waconia after 24 minutes of play, Eric, on this cold, miserable, rainy night. It's 54 degrees and we're windy, and it was pouring rain. It's a little drizzle now, but crowd has definitely lightened up a little bit, but the ones that are still here are on their feet. Chaska coming back onto the field, hoping to get some points on the board here early in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you think you look at the last 4, 5, 6 years, Chaska hasn't been in this position quite a lot. So kind of a different probably halftime talk. I mean, I think you got to start with basics, and that's we got to get 10 yards, right? I think they have 1 first down on the Courtney run. Take that back, 2 first downs, Courtney run, and then the pass to Schaefer. So, 2 first downs in the first half. I mean, there's a big reason why they have 0 points. But they got to find a way to slow down the Waconia offense, and that's easier said than done, right? And so I think you'll see a little bit more packing in the box. And if you give up a big play, you give up a big play, but you got to try to get them off the field.
2 touchdowns from Max McAnally in the first half, 1 from Riley, and that's where we stand now.
Is Austin Harmson and Miles Myler.
Here we go, second half. Ryan Paul, Eric Kraushar. Glad you've tuned in. They'll squib it, will the Wildcats. Returning it is nobody for Chaska. And finally, Harmson gets his hands on it and is swallowed up at the 15-yard line. That's kind of just a perfect example of how the night's been going for Chaska, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, I think Harmson was looking at Myler because Myler's been the return guy to grab it. And they're kind of talking to each other a little bit, and obviously they're Waconia. That's their style of kicking it off, right? So that's what he's trying to do, is to bounce it right there and, and make it tough for receiving.
Yep.
That's why I was glad you didn't go boom when he kicked it, because it's not much of a boom.
We're not booming tonight. Courtney back on the field. Here's Turner. Up across the 20, gain of a couple. Slow night for the Chaska offense. It's indicative by the donut on the scoreboard.
Well, I mean, you look at this Chaska team last year, so heavy on running the ball with Jack Boyle, right? And
yep.
He was such an important part of that team, and he carried a lot of the team last year, and Reese is a hard runner, but they're expecting it right now, right? They're selling out on the run.
It's not to say that these guys, Reese Turner's not an extremely talented running back, but Waconia is able to sniff that out. And Chaska, when you have weapons like Boyle or Steve O'Klotz, those caliber kind of guys, they can you can disguise them with the guys around them. Chaska hasn't been able to pull that off so far tonight.
Well, and that's the importance of being able to throw the ball early in the game too, and opening it up a little bit, because now you're sitting in 3rd and 5, and you almost got a pass.
Courtney will throw, lobbing it up. Wicker pulls it in. Great toss by Courtney, and Wicker, the diving catch at the 43-yard line. Chaska moves the ball across midfield, and it's a first down for the Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge play for them. Great ball by Courtney, and it looked like the defender kind of slowed up and thought maybe he had some safety help, but Wicker, had the touchdown catch against Chanhassen, and him and Courtney, it's been the connection this year.
Back to Turner. Little steam behind that one, gain of 5.
Yeah, I mean, it makes the linebackers take one step back, where it's like, okay, got to respect it a little bit.
2nd and 5, 10 minutes to go. We're 2 minutes into the second half here.
Gain of 5 on the play. It's 2nd down, 5 yards to
Well,
go.
it gives everybody. I mean, the offensive line, they go, hey, we got a first down. Gets everyone going a little bit when you get that first down of the drive.
Once again, Turner. This one's going nowhere.
Yeah, very surprised. Courtney's only run the ball one time, and, it found 10-plus yards. Everything else has been straight handoffs to Turner. So
Alex Riley has been impressive both ways. Outside linebacker, really good form tackler, and obviously he's got a touchdown tonight. He's got a 2-point conversion. He's an athlete.
Yeah, he's strong. Definitely a good football player, and like I said, this is his 3rd year too. So really that 3rd year's, if you can start as a sophomore.
Courtney over the middle, hauled in by Wicker. That ball was behind it, but an acrobatic catch made by the Chaska senior, number 1 in purple.
Yeah, I mean, he cut off the route, kind of just sat right there, and like you said, the ball was behind it, but he turned his body nicely and gave the quarterback, a good look, and great catch, especially like you said with rain and such. Nice 2 catches from Wicker on this drive.
Courtney's got a good ball on that last one. 8:36 to go. They'll go quick over the middle. Here's Schaefer. Dump and catch. Schaefer's inside the 20 up to the 15, and Chaska's moving the football through the air.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little quick play that it's really hard to defend, right? I mean, the guy comes off, he's been blocking most of the time, then he comes right off the line and you almost forget that he's going off for a wide receiver. So Chaska's got some good tempo here too.
I don't think I've seen Chaska run that play in a while, but obviously a perfect call there from offensive coordinator Jamie Susner. 8:13 to go. 3rd quarter. Back to Turner on the ground. Quality gain of 7.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely loosened up the defense by being able to throw the ball a little bit here. And they can't just, stack the box. I mean, I'm especially looking at Riley and McAnally. They were almost down on the line, and now they're a couple yards. I mean, Riley's backing up right here. It's just a little difference.
Turner spins off a tackler, but he's shoestrung down at the 5, maybe a couple shy of that.
Yeah, Jack
Bring up
Dahlbeck
third
with a
down.
great tackle from the middle of the line. Oh, this is definitely 4-down territory, so you got 2 plays to get 2 yards.
7:22 to go, third quarter. Aiden Fontaine got the start at wide receiver. He's split out wide to the left side. They'll go handoff, though. Turner broke a tackle. Turner into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawks.
Now there's that Cadova field run from Reese Turner. I mean, not only did he break a tackle, he broke a tackle from their best player. Could have been a loss of yards, and he broke the tackle and found pay dirt on the left side.
Chaska's first points of the night. Reese Turner, 6-yard touchdown in. Krause in for the extra point. It's up and good. So Chaska's got some momentum here early in the second half. Wildcats still up 22-7 though after the dominant first half from Waconia.
Yeah, I mean, give credit to Prentice Derrick, the sophomore offensive lineman on the left side, had a great block on that. He wrestled heavyweight last year as a freshman, so he's a big kid for a sophomore.
Jensen Decorative Concrete provides a variety of concrete solutions, including stamped and colored driveways, sidewalks, pool decks, patios, basements, garages, and more. Give us a call today for all your concrete needs. Cottom and Orthodontics has a new Chaska location off Angler Boulevard at 1200 Chaska Creek Way. Don't let your snaggletooth tackle your smile. Get that grin back in your pocket. With over 70 years of experience, Cottom and Orthodontics has your back. The Blends Chaska is where people go for healthy, refreshing drinks and snack options. Conveniently located in the Chaska Commons. Open 7 days a week. So, 7:07 to go. Chaska's on the board, Eric, and don't go anywhere fast.
Yeah, I mean, if they had any chance of really coming back in this game, like we said, they received the ball and they got momentum. They did everything they need, and I think that obviously that third down pass to Wicker that got him into Waconia territory was obviously the big key play there. But Courtney was 3 for 3 on the drive.
Tate McDonald, the return man for Waconia. He's up across the 35. Check that, not Tate McDonald. Colby Brugermeyer, with 7 minutes and change to go in the third quarter, gives Waconia their first field position of the second half.
This is a great chance to see what Chaska defensively talked about it, at halftime, to see what kind of adjustments they could make. I think you're seeing a lot of the same sets from Waconia. So hopefully, if you're Chaska, you've learned something from the first 24 minutes.
See this Waconia offense for the first time since halftime. McAnally in the backfield with Riley. Snap is to Randall. Handoff Riley. Riley was blown up in the backfield, though. Missed block there by Bo Schmid, and a nice tackle made by the Chaska Hawks
21
defensive back, Carl Goland.
Yeah, he shot a block of the tight end and looked like he was even getting held a little bit there.
Yep.
And
defensive end, rather. I should say, yeah.
And so, he contained him nicely. And, hey, Chaska's got the momentum right now.
Second and long after the tackle for loss of 2 for Goland. Waconia will go 2 wide on the far side and a tight end. In motion, Bach. He will fake the sweep. McAnally direct snap up the middle. Will regain and bring it up to about the 39.
Yeah, Peter Schmitz and I believe Caleb Leo Smalley were in on that tackle.
Under 6 to go.
Yeah, I mean, third and a long 7 here. And so, if you're Chaska and you can hold them, they should probably be punting. This is where you can't let a 3-yard run turn into a 7-yard and give Waconia a thought.
McAnally didn't get far. Swallowed him up.
Yeah.
There was a hole there.
There was, and it closed very, very nicely. 42 here. Let's 40.
Pull out the wet spotting sheet.
Yeah, sorry.
Russell Gillette.
Yeah, Russell. Another wrestler. Hey, they're punting. For the first time today.
Yes.
This is, I mean, if you're Chaska, here's the big thing. You got to field this punt and get positive yards.
Awkward punt. It's away. Myler is back to receive it. He should smartly let this one bounce. And it's just an awkward punt.
Yeah,
That's kind of a high school football thing, and it's a beneficial roll for Waconia inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, what a great punt. And, you know, you're looking at almost 45, 46 yards on that punt and no return.
With the wind, yeah, a couple quality bounces. And
but
I mean,
like you said, that would have been not smart for Myler to try to pick that up. If a bounce comes right up to you, sure, but it bounced awkwardly to the side there. So now Chaska's got to go 91 yards.
AMIC provides the leadership and guidance clients deserve to make the remodeling process as minimally invasive as possible. Each home we remodel is one of a kind. Our talented team of architects, designers, engineers, and project developers carefully listen to how you live and then work together so you can enjoy your home for many years to come. This ball is picked off. Intercepted by Tate McDonald, and just when Chaska had the momentum, Waconia takes the ball back.
Yeah, I mean, I like the aggressiveness when you're down on your 9-yard line. He just threw the ball up way too soon, right away, and
directly into the wind.
Yeah, directly in the wind. It just hung up there, and Tate McDonald, or is that what you said?
Yep.
Was number 8? I mean, that's your true classic center field. Wait
Can
for
of
the ball.
corn.
Yep, and so Wicker did everything to try to strip the ball away from on a tackle, but yeah, I mean that's all right on third down because it's like ends up being a punt,
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if Chaska needed to take that shot.
Taking the shot into the wind, yeah, it's an awkward one for sure. 4:32 to go, third quarter. Waconia now back in the driver's seat. McAnally the sweep. Got Riley out in front of him, lays the wood. McAnally's up to the sideline, out of bounds. It'll be a first down for Waconia. That's just an impressive piece of running there.
Yeah, I mean, and it's Alex Riley is such an important part of this offense. Not only does he run the ball really well, but just a phenomenal blocker. He gets out in front of McAnally and just seals the edge. He had a great block on Miles Myler.
Ethan Perkins slow to get up on the play. He'll hustle off. A little bit of a limp there. Gillette will come in his spot. 4:25 to go. Waconia. They said McAnally was out at the 31. I thought he had the first down, but obviously the far side of the field, he stepped on the line. Three in the backfield. Once again, Bo Schmid in the tight end spot. They'll go in motion. Looks like Iowa Hawkeye football.
Yep.
Riley, first down and more.
A little bit more offense, though.
Yes, true. More points.
Yeah, Waconia, unfortunately for Chaska, has kind of established this the line of scrimmage again here. First two plays.
You definitely got that feeling in the first half. They were just dominating the trenches. I mean, that's as talented of a runner as McAnally and Riley are. I mean, you got to block for them, and they did. And that last game there from Riley was impressive.
Yeah,
piece of blocking.
And that's why Chaska and Mankato West in this section have been the cream of the crop is that trench work, and so yeah, Waconia is definitely. Oh, that ball was on the turf.
No whistle yet. McAnally coughed it up. Looked like he was close to being down. No signal. I don't think anybody.
There's 10 guys on Chaska that want the ball. It's Chaska's ball.
One of the referees came up confidently saying it was Chaska ball.
There
we go. Now we get the confirmation from the white hat. McAnally has the ball as he comes up. He's pleading his case, but a very confident assertion was made, and Waconia coughs it up. Chaska back in now.
My guess is McAnally wrestled it away.
Yes. Yeah, if the ball's on the ground, McAnally will come up with it eventually, whether or not he had it originally.
Well, there's the break for Chaska, right?
Yep.
I didn't catch who hit it, but it was on the outside there. That's a big play.
Back to the ground, Turner. Boy, this Waconia defensive front has done a great job of containing Reese Turner, just getting an arm on him, slowing him down, waiting for reinforcements.
Yeah, I mean, there you had Alex Riley again, and they're running. They run a 3-4, very similar to what Chaska does, and and so it's where Chaska needs to get to that second level and contain the outside to be able to get the long runs.
Wind picking up here. Rain just kind of spitting. High snap. Here's Turner. Got some green in front of him. Turner sheds a tackle. First down and more. Up to the 34-yard line. Nice piece of running there from the Chaska senior.
Yeah, Leo Smalley with another great block out there. Xavier Harview was out there as well. And so, again, that first down, it gets the ball rolling here and on the ground so far. And Chaska's got plenty of time. There's still 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's not about getting trying to do too much at this point in the game.
Courtney will keep off the right side now, has a blocker in front of him. Here comes Courtney. First down, finally brought down by Waconia's Tate McDonald, but it's not before. Courtney gains 15 and moves the chains for the Hawks.
Brings it out to the Chaska 49-yard line. That was enough for a first down.
2:14 to go and running. Nice block on the edge by Ince for Chaska.
Yeah, Aiden Ince.
Turner lowers the shoulder, gains 5.
I mean, it's just a night and day difference with Reese Turner right now versus the first 3 drives where they were just sitting there waiting for him, and now he's getting 5 yards a pop here. And again, some of that is the push of the line, right? The line is, they feel the momentum as well, and so they're getting that extra drive. And Waconia plays both ways, a lot of guys, so.
90 seconds left, third quarter, 2nd and 5. Turner blown up in the backfield. Big play made. Big number 41, Braden Olson. Check that, Braden Kamerick.
Big play here for Chaska. I mean, winding down here in the third quarter. You don't know how many possessions you have left, and so I would not be surprised here if Chaska, if they can get most of this, that they go for it.
Courtney will keep it. Past the first down, breaks a tackle. Courtney keeps going. 30, 25, first down Hawks.
I mean, he's got 3 rushes, and all 3 have been first down runs, so.
Definitely shifty.
Yeah,
definitely shifty.
It looked like he might get tackled short of the first down, and he kept his feet, and boy, here, Chaska's now inside the 30 here as we wind down. 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
Hawks get some points on the board here, late third quarter, early fourth quarter. They're in this football game. Turner, another quality gain, and he's still moving.
Yeah, jeez.
Just feel like this Chaska offensive line's getting a little bit of a momentum boost here. Pushing Waconia back 5 yards past the line of scrimmage gives Reese Turner some extra room to work for sure.
I mean, 12 minutes to go here, knocking on the door. Pull within one score of Waconia.
3 quarters been played. Chaska driving down 22-7 against Waconia. Want to thank Inkart Tattoo, established in 2013, located in downtown Chaska. They offer a wide variety of services for tattoos, piercings, and fine body jewelry. All of our experienced tattoo artists and piercers are licensed, trained technicians, regulated by the Minnesota Department of Health to ensure a clean, safe environment. Schedule an appointment today at inkheartmn.com. And finally, located in the Chaska Curling and Event Center, Crooked Pint Ale House is the perfect restaurant for a night out with family, friends, or for your team after the big win. From the classic pub furnishings and finishes to fresh recipes and authentic smiles, everything at the Crooked Pint is the real deal. You found your neighborhood gathering place. We'll see you at the Pint. 12 minutes to play, Eric, here from Chaska High School. Hawks need a push.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this quarter, and it's exactly what Waconia did for the first half, right? Moving the sticks and have not made any mistakes, knock on wood, here in the second half outside of the interception. But, again, if you can continue to run the ball at clips of 5-6 yards, you're going to move the chains. And so Chaska, if you're Chaska right now, you're not doing anything different. It's Turner or Courtney.
Greg Erickson pumping in the crowd chant. Students are into it. 1 quarter to play here from Chaska High School. Friday night in late September. Ten to snap it. Courtney getting fresh call from the sideline. Keeps it. Good call. Courtney with a blocker up for a gain of 7 or 8, and it's a first down.
Yeah, nice block outside by Fontaine. He's taken on a guy that's definitely larger than him, and just did a great job of sealing his block. And here we go.
First start for Aiden Fontaine, starting in place of Atterbury, who's out with an injury. Hawks are in the red zone. Turner gains a couple, wrapped up by Kamerick.
Hey, 3 yards at a time, and my Minnesota math says that's 12 yards every 4 plays.
$11:05 to go. Chaska with all 3 timeouts still. Courtney going to drop back to pass. Going through the progression. Looking for Wicker. He's got room ahead of him. It's a pursuit. Courtney for the pylon, but he's decked out of bounds by Riley. What a hit to save a touchdown from Alex Riley.
Yeah, and credit Max McAnally. He just saved a touchdown because I believe Harvey was at left. He went out right away, and you had McAnally looking like he was going to blitz, and he pulled back and covered him. So, but yeah, 1.5 yard line here. It was a smart decision to run that ball. It was well covered in the back of the end zone.
Clock stopped here as Courtney got out of bounds. 1.5 yards to go. Keeps it. Great pull by Jamarius Courtney, and he's in for the score.
Wow, night and day, like I said. Just a great decision twice on that drive to keep it himself. Would have been tackled for loss, and all of a sudden it's a 1-score game if they can make this ever important extra point here.
Chaska with 13 unanswered here in the second half. Like you said, night and day from that first half.
That's good. Very
Rousey's kick is good.
8-point game.
8-point game. Chaska and Waconia back within 1 score. Hawks crowds into it. The Rousers coming on. 10:43 to go. We'll be right back with more from Chaska High School. Back from Chaska High School. Hawks are within a score. 10:43 to go, fourth quarter. They've scored 14 unanswered. Jamarius Courtney with a beautiful pull of the option and scamper into the end zone for the recent Chaska touchdown.
How many people who left at halftime are regretting that decision now, Ryan?
Good game on our hands. Friday night football under the lights here. 54 degrees. The wind has calmed a little bit. And boom! Pooch kick. Fair catch called for by Tate McDonald. There's your boom.
There
Got
is.
some momentum.
Well, here we go.
Yep.
See if Waconia can get back on track here, or some of the first half was the guys that play offense. Some of the guys that play offense are on defense,
Yep.
and now they have been on the field for pretty much the entire second half here. So, how much do they have in their legs on offense?
Low snap. McAnally going to keep it. He's running along the perimeter, gains the sideline, and that just is a perfect example of what Max McAnally gives you. Runs directly to the sideline to avoid a tackle, and then turns it up for a gain of 10.
He looks a little tired, though, I think. Walking back to the huddle. It was a long game. But, yeah, you're right.
Had a big first half.
If you're Waconia here, you're looking at one thing. Getting a few first downs, getting that momentum back, not turning the ball over. I think that's three things, actually.
That's your Minnesota math. The Hamlin math. 10:32 to go. McAnally driving, pushed ahead, close to the first down.
Okay, he still has legs left. I thought we might have our first penalty of the game there. Little movement from Riley in the backfield, but
We had a false start in the first half.
Yeah, okay, you're right. We did have
First,
there hasn't been any holdings or anything.
Yeah, it's been clean.
Well, I mean, this is the type of game you expect when it's cold and rainy. There's not usually a lot of penalties in those type of games.
Under 10 to go in regulation. 8-point lead for Waconia. Both teams 3 timeouts. Wildcats driving here. McAnally cuts it up. First down. Cross midfield.
No surprise here that if you need a drive from Waconia, that the first 3 plays are to the star back.
Yep, old reliable. Waconia will bring in the heavy set with Schmid and Riley.
Probably give him a playoff. How about Riley gets the ball here?
Waconia no rush. Still up 8. They'll wind this one all the way down to about 10 seconds on the play clock and snap it. Wind it all the way down to 4 seconds. There you go, Riley. Still a powerful run. Gain of 5. Just blowing through defenders.
Yeah, Preston Lorenz, who went out in the first half, is back in there in the middle of the defense. Him and Jackson Rosengren, a couple seniors.
Under 9 to go here. 2nd and 5. Big play, big possession here for the Chaska defense, more so probably than the Waconia offense. Low snap, handoff, Riley, forced outside. Yep, this one's coming back.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're on the outside sometimes. They catch you. They're going to have number 99 holding number 36 for Chaska. Rodney holding Josh Wadle. Sophomore.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive Wadle.
Well, he did a great job of getting upfield and disrupting the play, and 99 was caught.
Backing it up.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. all of a sudden now it's 2nd and 19.
Yeah, it went from 3rd and short to 2nd and long.
Yeah, here's another great chance for Chaska. You gotta make a 2nd down count here.
Clock will run at 8:19. Waconia has 15 to snap it. They'll come out of the huddle. Hawks D chomping at the bit here. 2nd and long for the Wildcats. Dahl needs a timeout. Good 40 time from Brian Dahl on the sideline to get up.
I think
call
they're
the
both calling
timeout.
timeouts.
Oh. Yeah, they were. You're right.
Because I think Shea called timeout for Waconia first. Now we still haven't gotten a signal.
Interesting, yeah.
But I believe I saw Shea.
Dahl's gonna watch intently.
Yeah, it's Waconia. Yeah. Dahl's like, hey,
that's fine.
Decorative Concrete provides a variety of concrete services, including stamped and colored driveways, sidewalks.
Interesting.
My guess is now that they are now saying it's probably a timeout on Chaska.
Both of them?
Well, no, you can't call both, but my guess is Dahl wouldn't be arguing with the side judge if.
Scoreboard says Waconia took the timeout. Obviously, that's unofficial.
Yeah, again, I don't think Dahl would be upset
he's not very happy
if
about
Waconia.
Interesting. He was booking it up the sideline there to call for timeout, but so was Corey Shea on the other side. Either way, scoreboard still says Waconia took it. We'll see what it officially comes down to. 8:04 to go. Wildcats have a 2nd and long after the penalty. We'll go over the middle.
That's a great
Brought
play.
in. Nice call up by Corey Shea for Waconia. Randall to Rykoff, and it's a quality gain of about 12.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you had Riley kind of fanning out to the right, and the attention goes up on him, and Dykoff goes right down the middle, and McAnally throws a bullet right to him.
Butler on the tackle for the Hawks. 7:30 and ticking for regulation. Sights and sounds of high school football tonight on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. 3rd and long. Handoff. McAnally swallowed off. Great play by the Hawks defense.
Ethan Perkins got dinged up earlier, but he swallowed him up for a loss, actually. And now if you're Waconia, I don't think you can give the ball back to go for it at midfield in a one-possession game here.
Davion Butler also involved for Chaska. Under 7 to go. Waconia's going to take their time here. It looks like they are going to go for it. Could see a pooch punt, I guess.
You could see a pooch punt. I mean, they haven't kicked an extra point yet, so.
McAnally is in the offset for Randall, so they'll run a play here. They're going to throw. Interesting. Over the middle, caught. Pays off for the Wildcats.
Boy, how much confidence does Corey Shea have in Austin Randall with that play?
Great route by Rykoff, and it's a 1st down, and that one kills if you're Brian Dahl and Chaska.
Yep, you had him 2nd and 19, you had him 4th and 9, and I think everyone in the place thought, okay, here comes a punt, or maybe try to draw him off sides or something. Nope, we're going to call this, and because if you don't get the 1st down there, it's Chaska ball at midfield with 6 minutes to go, down a score.
Instead, it's Waconia inside the 40. McAnally cuts back, and he's brought down.
Another great tackle from Ethan Perkins in the middle of that defense.
He's fired up. Chaska D is here to win. Tackle for loss for Perkins. 5:39 to go. Want to say once again, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you joining us here for high school football in this windy September night in Chaska. Ryan Paul, Eric Kraushar with you. Brett Johnson and Todd Grover behind the scenes. Handoff, Riley. Shoestrung down by Myler for Chaska.
Yeah, I mean, this Chaska team. I mean, I think really Lorenz and Myler are really the only starters back on defense for this team, and so, it's again, just like I said with the offense, it's a work in progress for this, and you've seen drastic improvements from halftime on tackling, and and really, I mean, McAnally, 2 of his last 3 runs have been for losses, so.
4:39 to go. Waconia looking to seal their 3rd straight victory after losing on opening night. Chaska defense switches up front. Waconia's going to run it the opposite way. Fumble! Ball's on the ground. Chaska thinks they have it.
Chaska has it, yep. Unless he wrestles it away again.
Still no signal. Still a scrap for it. Waconia ball. Sure looked like Chaska had it.
McAnally got it this time. But it is 4th down now, I believe. I'm sure they'll go for it on 4th and 9 again.
Yeah.
It's 4th down.
4:17 to go. Waconia with the break of the game there. Wind and rain pick up again here.
I think that's just off our tent, but
it might be. Yeah, you're right.
See, we have a new corner out there on the right side. Zachary Schmid, number 31. He'll get the task of Dykoff.
Hawks fans are into it. 4th down. Randall escapes.
Nobody to throw it to, so 36 going to make the tackle.
Gonna be close for a first down.
Short. He keeps moving up forward.
Looked like he might have got it. We'll see what the spot says. Far side of the field. I think they might give this to him.
Oh. The tough part is the guy was way back on the play because there was a lot of bodies coming at him.
It's going to be close, and it's first down, Waconia. From here, it looked like he did leap for it, but I obviously am 100 yards away. And it's a first down for the Wildcats, and once again, just a killer for Chaska.
Yep. And the tough part was the line, and Coach Dahl's pretty upset because the lineman was about 8 yards behind the play, and so he's in essence guessing. But it was a great effort by the quarterback, Randall.
Athletic play for sure.
Yep.
Waconia going to run it down. 7 to snap. 3:21 on the clock. Handoff McAnally. A score here puts Waconia in the driver's seat.
Brian Dahl will start using his timeouts right now.
3:10 to go, timeout Hawks.
And the scoreboard does say 3 timeouts, but we do believe that will be his 2nd timeout.
Yeah, we'll have to confirm that because we weren't sure who called the timeout earlier.
Could you call down to the referee and see what he says?
See what channel they're on, eh? 3:10 to go, and Chaska, according to PA announcer Greg Erickson, it's the first time out for Chaska. Looking ahead for the Hawks, they go to Cretin-Durham Hall next week. It's actually, according to the Football Hub, it's being played at the University of St. Thomas.
Yep,
is that right for Cretin-Durham Hall?
That's where they play their home
right next to them, yeah. So Chaska will go to Cretin-Durham Hall. We hosted Cretin-Durham Hall here last year.
Oof.
And that'll be next week. Waconia looks ahead to Jefferson next week, a team that Chaska dominated in week 1. So season keeps trucking along, like you said, halfway through here.
2 weeks from now, Chaska homecoming.
Yep. We'll be right back here for that big one on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Mike Schmid will be back with us for that. Mike off tonight. Eric gracious enough to have you stand in. Just like riding a bike, right?
Oh, yeah. I still got my CHBN shirt.
Yeah.
Wore it all day.
Good to have you back in the district as a communications specialist. Here comes Randall diving ahead on 2nd down. And another timeout from Coach Dahl no more than 10 seconds later.
I mean, hats off to this Chaska defense. I mean, they have done a great job of, making plays. The ball's been on the turf a few times. They haven't let McAnally run all over him, Riley run all over him. They've given this team a chance to win here in the second half, and so there's even if Chaska loses this game, there's a lot of positives. You're facing one of the best running backs in the state, and you've done a much better job here in the second half. Some guys have really grown up. Ethan Perkins, has had a great drive here with a couple big tackles, and so there's things, but they still got a chance here. Third and 6 here.
Waconia had 22. It was 22-0 at halftime. Chaska comes out, scores 2 quick touchdowns. We've kind of been in a stalemate since then, but you're right. The Hawks have stood strong here in the last 12 minutes or so.
Yeah, and so much of it was just getting those first downs on those drives. The only drive that they did anything in the first half, Chaska, they got a couple first downs, they're rolling, and then a turnover. Yep. Was a mistake. And they're 2 for 3 in this half, and both times they get a quick first down and gain some momentum. I think the quarterback's played great this second half here, and not only just his arm but his legs.
Big couple plays here, 3rd and 6, and it'll back him up 5 yards. Mental mistake and a terrible time for Waconia.
Yeah, Chaska does that where they shift down, and then the kid just stood up. And at the end of the game, it gets tough to be.
For sure.
But anything you get in the game too, and then there's a timeout, and there's things that you have brain farts, right? But again, Chaska here defensively has now a 3rd and long again, and can they stop them? And will Waconia kick a field goal? Probably not.
Yeah, I haven't seen any place kicking tonight from the Wildcats. 3 minutes and change. McAnally goes in motion. They'll hand off to Riley, though, outside the numbers, and he's pushed out of bounds. Nice tackle made to force him out of bounds there. Is that Gulland?
It
21?
is. Yeah, it was number 20 that
right.
got the tackle. But
Susner, Taylor Susner, another junior.
Yeah, Gulland did a great job of, taking up the end there, and it allowed Gulland to come up and make the tackle. But
Susner, yeah.
3rd, 4th, and 9 on the drive.
Yep.
Twice Waconia has picked it up, once through the air from Randall's arm, and then once with Randall's legs. So here's a chance. 3 minutes, 2:58 to go here for Chaska.
Yep. They got 1 timeout on the scoreboard. We think they might actually have 1 timeout, but it's not official.
And we got 1 second.
1 second.
On the play
Waconia
clock.
needs a timeout. Yep. They're going to back up 5 more yards.
Yep.
And they will call a timeout. Play clock was expiring, so 2:58 to go, and the Wildcats take what we believe is their second timeout. So if the scoreboard's right, each team has 1 timeout left, under 3 minutes. And like you said, Eric, Chaska stands here. They get the ball back with under 3 minutes to go. Put a pretty methodical drive together.
Oh yeah, absolutely. In high school football, where the clock stops every first down, gives you a chance to get up to that line, and and so yeah, and this offense, a couple of the guys play on defense, but these guys have been on the sidelines here waiting for that chance for a while here. What was that?
I have no idea. That's awkward.
Your dad's been down at Inkheart?
No. He should, though. Proud Chaska football sponsor. At least I don't think he has. Maybe he's hiding something. We'll have to hear about that later.
Wow.
Greg, from the top rope.
All he knows he's not here.
No, he's right there. Right in front of him.
Okay, he is here.
That's the Chaska personal connection you get nowhere else but the Chaska Broadcast Network. Here we go. 4th down. Randall over the middle, and it's broken up. Great defensive play by the Hawks.
Myler, Perkins. Give me 4's number. And we got their name.
Butler. Davian Butler.
Three guys right there. Hey, Dykoff's been his guy, right? And so another great play by Chaska. 20-yard line, 2:53 to go. Maybe 1 timeout. Oh, Jackson Rosengren yelling at the crowd, trying to get him going here.
After a big win from the classic pub furnishings and finishings. to the fresh recipes and
Here we go. Chaska back in it. Chains getting set. 2:53 to go.
Yeah, I mean, Chaska doesn't have, it could have been a false start. As I say, Chaska doesn't have to try to throw the ball downfield on the first play, and they didn't. They tried to do that's been working, and
got to move the ball, though. Like you said, you need those 3-4 yard average runs, and there's a 2-3 yard gainer for Turner, but 2.5 to go. You do got to move it. Here's the throw, and nearly intercepted. That ball might have slipped out of Courtney's hand. Wicker just made the turn around on the route, and the ball was already past him. So timing issue there. Maybe the rain had something to do with it.
Yeah, he might have slipped out of. He might have slipped out of the break or something. Because I mean, he threw it to a spot, and that the receiver was nowhere near there. Well, I mean, 3rd and 7.
Yep.
2:25 to go. It's definitely 4-down territory.
Hawks on the season, 43% on 3rd down. See what Coach Susner has drawn up here. Clock stopped at 2:25. Courtney, handoff. Turner, 1st down.
Just a big time play right there. Running right behind Smalley and Rector.
1st down, Chaska will hurry up. 2:14 to go.
Prentice Derrick there, the center, also made a great block.
Will throw, and
oh my
what
goodness.
A catch made by Schaefer. I mean, that ball was in his bread basket by the time he turned his head and somehow held onto it. Impressive play by the Chaska senior. 1st down for the Hawks.
We got 2 hands on it, like popped up, and then he just like corralled it in. I mean, it's incredible that the bounce went there, but yeah, look at all of a sudden they're at midfield. The clock has stopped with Schaefer alertly going out of bounds.
Atmosphere has turned itself up. 2:05 to go. Botch snap. Courtney picks it up. Broken play, and he's moving. Courtney breaks a tackle up to the 40. What a play. Bad snap. Courtney picked the ball up and just started running with it.
Well, I mean, when the momentum's going your way, usually those bounces kind of go your way. And, I mean, the ball just literally rolled right to him. And again, that's been a problem that Chaska's had. And, he's got to move up on the line or you're going to.
I think they're telling me he's fine. Swallowed up is Turner, driven into the ground by McAnally, and he gets up and stares at the Chaska students.
That's 2 points. Income winner. Whew.
That's a boy who knows how to move some weight.
Yeah. That's all right. I mean, for Chaska, again, 90 seconds to go here. You're all right.
2nd and 8. 1:22 to go and running. Courtney back to pass. Steps up. Has Wicker, and he just missed him. Wicker stuttered a little bit. Well put ball by Courtney over the middle. I don't know if Wicker heard footsteps. He stuttered a little bit, but clock stops fortunately for Chaska, but it's 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and Anders Rodney came in on the outside fairly untouched, and you could see Courtney was in front of him, but I think it altered his throw just a little bit out in front. But, Wicker made a couple great catches in the 3rd quarter, so you get the ball around him and you got a chance.
3rd and long. Courtney, 3-step drop, steps up in the pocket, gonna go deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It'll be a touchback. They'll mark him out down at the 1, and Waconia takes over. An interception thrown by Jamarius Courtney, and that will do it.
Well,
maybe
1 yard line.
Yeah, true.
You could fumble the snap,
true.
But I mean, there was 5 guys there in the region, and Wicker was the only Chaska kid. He was the only receiver deep there, and he was double covered. But I think that's one of those things as you start to feel it and go, God, I wish we could just hit that big one, right?
Yep.
You go for it sometimes, and I think the Wicker pulled one down on a jump ball up against Chanas, but Waconia here, and they're talking about it. Corey Shea goes, well, why are we not out of bounds? Why are we not in the end zone again at the 20? Because then you just kneel it and the game's over. But now you got to snap it into the end zone with.
Yep, you're right.
68 seconds left. Things can happen.
Yep.
And
yeah, there's been a couple of. There's been go back to your previous point. There's been a couple where you just look at a couple of these throws that Chaska has missed, and you say, we catch that ball, that throws on the mark, that tackle's not made. I mean, Chaska is in this game as it is, and then you look at those missed opportunities, and this is how close we are.
Yeah, and McAnally will take the direct snap here. But I mean, he's 5 yards deep into the end zone. You almost have to throw everything at him, and you don't. Oof! What a runner!
McAnally's out, and he's free. And here goes McAnally.
And I mean, that's what you you have to sell out. And one guy had a chance to get him, and that'll be the game. But Ryan, after a tough first half for Chaska, a very well played second half for this team, and I would not be surprised if these two teams potentially see each other down the road.
Happened last year. Chaska ended Waconia's season in the section semifinal. Waconia takes down Chaska here tonight. First time in, what did we say, 5 games that it hasn't been a shutout?
So Waconia scored 2 touchdowns in 2019 and in the playoff game. But it was like a 35-0 game at that time. So, but yeah, it had been 3 consecutive shutouts in the 4 consecutive shutouts in the regular season between these two teams. So,
Waconia kneels on this one and it's over. Chaska's comeback comes up just shy. It's a 22-14 victory for Waconia over Chaska on a blustery Friday night. A big win for the Wildcats. They move to 3-1. Chaska drops to 500 with the Week 4 loss, and they're 2-2. Going into Cretin-Durham Hall next week. Want to say thanks to everybody for tuning in tonight. For Eric Kraushar for joining us here on special guest appearance. Brett Johnson for running the controls downstairs, and Todd Grover for bearing the elements up here on the camera. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll see you 2 weeks from tonight back here for home